YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm finally here with my empties for this month. I don't have a ton of stuff this month, like I don't have a ton of samples. Sorry, just grabbing my trash can. But I have a lot of full-size items, which I'm really excited about, so it kind of balances out. Now, as always, I will go over my makeup first as soon as I can find everything. I did finish a lot of makeup. A lot of full-size makeup too. Like this was when like a bunch of my projects, the things that I was working on, finally finished. So let's just get started instead of babbling. First off, I finished the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. This is a nice spray, but the actual sprayer is crap. Like I would have to hold it like this far from my face to not, let me actually get it in camera, but you get the picture. But the thing is, it would squirt me in the face if I didn't hold it really far off. For like $4.49, it's almost worth putting up with, but I do have stuff I like a little better than this. But say I get a coupon on Wet n Wild and there's a sale going on at like Walgreens at the same time, I might pick this up again. It's a good product, it needs a better sprayer. See, like not everything even fit in my little bag this month. I finished the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. It is all gone, as you can see. I did like this powder. It did help, you know, mattify my face and set my makeup. I have stuff that I like better, like the Wet n Wild Cover All powder that is cheaper, so unless I get a really good deal on this, I would probably not pick it up again. And along with that, I finished the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I tried to scrape out the insides, but it didn't work very well. I have a, not beauty spatula, I have a beauty spoon that you can get from like Walmart, but the actual scoop is really big on it. So it's really awkward to get it into things. I just haven't ordered a beauty spatula online yet because that's the only place I can really get it from. But I actually really like this foundation. It did keep me matte. It did disguise my pores a little bit. I mean, I wore it with pore disguising stuff for a better, more flawless look. But this I did really like, and the color 112 was actually a really good match for me. Now, the only problem I have with this is that it was starting to oxidize a little bit at the end, and that's because, you know, it just has an open mouth, so the more it got exposed to air, the more it started to oxidize. So near the end, it was getting about a shade off, so I would have to take it down my neck, which means I was having to use more product, which when you're using it up in a Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo project, it's great, but if you're trying to save your money and get the most out of your product, it's not. So I do recommend that people with oily skin try this if they would like, but just be prepared to, especially if you really like it, probably buy a pump or put it into one of those airless pump things that you can get off of Amazon. Whew, let's see. I have this. This is the Julep Illume Face and Eye Brightener in the shade Pick Me Up. It's one of those ones where it just has like the little brush that you twist up from the bottom and product comes out. No more product is coming out of this. The thing is, this was exactly my skin tone, so it didn't really work as a brightener. I wound up using it as an eye concealer, and it was actually really good for that. I'm not sure if it was worth $22 good, because, you know, Julep is kind of expensive, especially their makeup, and the stuff is usually really good. I just don't know if I could justify the price of using them. But some things you can actually add to your Julep Maven box every month if you do get it. So, and then you pay like, you know, $25 for the whole box. So if I did add this to my box one month, that's how I got it. And then I do still am a box getter. I just, you know, skip the box every month because they do let you do that. But I would get it through that if I wanted to use it again for a, you know, concealer. Because like I said, it did work really well for that. But I wouldn't pay full price for it. It was a long review. See, I have the Nicka K Shimmer Eyeliner in green. This was really pretty, but I've had it open for a really long time, so I decided to stop using it, and it was starting to run out of product on top of it. So this was really pretty shimmery green. It's actually really close to the color on the package. It did stay really well. It would actually like stain my hand if I wasn't careful with a swatch and didn't get it off pretty quickly. So I would love to rebuy this, but I don't think they sell it anymore. It's not on the Nicka K website, and I don't, especially stuff like eyeliners that are liquidy, I don't like buying them from discount websites, because they still are on discount websites, and if you're comfortable with that, they're really cheap, but you know. I have a Benefit That Gal Brightening Face Primer. It was nice, especially to use under a mattifying foundation. I've actually gotten to where, at least into winter and early spring, if I'm using a mattifying foundation, I'll use a brightening face primer underneath and get a little bit of a glow without sacrificing the fact that it'll make my face eat it faster, if that makes sense. The thing is, I did so much research on trying to get a price for this. Either they don't give you a lot in the full size, or this just came with a lot of product, but this little sucker is worth almost $20. I really feel like I'm wrong about that, but I looked up the full size on multiple sites, including Benefit's own website. So that was kind of weird for me. So if you have one of these, just be aware you're getting most of the full size product. Like, I think their packaging is just huge for no reason. I have a mascara. This is the Jelly Pong Pong Curl Fairy Lashes Mascara. It is a $22 mascara. I would never pay that for this. I got mine in an Ipsy bag. This was actually really nice. I mean, it just kind of has a basic natural bristle brush. Had an interesting smell to it. Good, interesting, but I've had it open for like 3 months or so, and I'm generally just go ahead and toss mascaras after that because I wear contacts, my eyes are very sensitive, so I don't want to chance it. I know that as long as you're using it only on your own eyes, because you don't share mascara, that's a really bad idea. Normally, you could probably go at least 4 to 5 months without having to necessarily toss your mascara if you're really careful with it. At least I've seen people say that you can. I wouldn't recommend it. And certainly for my ridiculously sensitive eyes that are, I don't want to say they're sensitive to infections, but they can get really irritated really easily. So I tossed mine after 3 months. This was really nice. It did give a lot of lengthening and defining. It wasn't huge on volume, but it did hold a curl very well, kind of like it promises. It was really nice, but like I said, I don't think I would pay the $21.95 that they sell it for. I'm not sure I would pay that for any mascara though. Let's see. I finished a full-size blush stick. This is the Maybelline Master Matte by Face Studio. This is one of the matte blush ones, so this was a limited edition one. This is the color. Yeah, I can get a swatch out of that. That's what it looks like. This was in Flushed Up. These were, I think, limited edition from last year. I love this blush formula, but Maybelline discontinued it, and I can't find it anywhere anymore. I can't even find it in like sales bins anymore. And I wish I'd known they were discontinuing it, because I would have bought a couple of more colors. I only have the Make It Mauve one in the original line. I don't know why they're discontinuing this. This is one that sticks on my face all day, and I have really oily skin, so that just depresses me. Let's see, do I have any other makeup, or do I just have perfume samples in here? Nope, I still have a couple of pieces of makeup. Multiple pieces of makeup, actually. I have the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This dried out a little bit on me, so I scooped it out and put it into a little pot, and I was able to use up most of it. So this is a really good eye primer. I actually like eye primers when they dry out a tiny bit, because they make eyeshadow stick to my eyes better and not crease. I will admit that. But then they get to a point where they really just cannot be used. So use your eye primers. They do dry up, by the way. They will not last forever, even inside of these tubes, because it started drying out in the tube. I had not cut it open yet. It had stopped squeezing out, and I'm like, it can't be done. So I cut it open. It's all, okay, there's a big chunk in the bottom that just won't squeeze out of the little hole anymore. So just a fair warning there, even inside these little tubes, they will dry out. But I was able to use up the majority of it, and I really like it. No, I got rid of my other one because I need to use up my other primers, but I did make sure that it was still nice and creamy because I got it way after I got my first one. Let's see. I do have another mascara. This is the LA Colors mascara. It's just a colored mascara in blue that you can get from like the Dollar Tree, and it will really tint your lashes blue. So if you want a blue mascara and only want to spend $1 on it because you're only going to use it for like a couple of things, go check out LA Colors. It was really good. You're not gonna get any like, you know, volume or anything out of that, but if you want to tint your lashes this shade of blue, it's really good. I still have makeup left, guys. Okay, I have 2 more eyeliners and a lip liner. This is the Lancome Liquid Pencil and Noir Intense. This was really nice and creamy, but it didn't stay perfectly in place. I do have a full size of this that I need to use up that I got in a Sephora Favorites kit. I don't know if I would buy the full size though, because it's like 20 bucks. Now, I would buy a full size of the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner pencils. This one, I think this might have been a dud because I had about this much left and it got dull, so I went to sharpen it and it would never give me like full product point again, and I don't know what happened. Now this is a great color though, and I do have another one, so I still have another to go. I hope it's not something wrong with the shade. I hope just this one was a dud, because I do really love these eyeliners and usually they last me a really long time. So that is done. And my final makeup product is a lip liner. This is the CoverGirl lip liner in the shade Beloved. I checked it, they do still sell these. This is a really pretty color, but I've discovered I don't like their lip liner formula. It is really dry. So, I mean, if you want a drier lip liner, because it does stay in place a little better, go for it, but I will stick probably with the Jordana and Essence from now on. Because those are 2 lip liners that I really like, and they're really, really creamy. I'm actually wearing the Jordana lip liner under this. And I have 3 perfume samples, because I'm actually pretty good about going through them. This is the Replica Beach Walk by Maison Martin. I can't read the last part, but it's something with that starts with an M. This was really nice. It was nice and beachy. It was a little strong for my taste, so I would probably not buy it, but I would be happy to use another sample. I got this one in my Play by Sephora box. This is Versace Bright Crystal. I do really like this. I don't know if I would ever purchase a full size, but I'm happy to get more samples. And this is the One Direction You and I perfume that somebody gave me a sample of. I surprisingly like this. Like, I feel like I'm way out of the age bracket that should be liking this because I'm 30, and I would figure this is really more of a teenager to maybe early 20-something perfume. It's kind of fruity florally, so it's really nothing even special, but it's pretty cheap. So who knows, maybe I might buy it someday because I do really like it. And I feel silly liking it. Alright, let's get into full sizes. I finally used up, or not really finally used up, I stopped refilling this tub with other Q-Texes. The Q-Tex Advanced Revival Nail Polish Remover. This is a really good nail polish remover. It does come with a pump. I cannot find this in my local Walmart anymore, so what I did was I bought a just pump bottle from the Dollar Tree and started filling that with nail polish remover, but this is really good. I do really like Q-Tex as a nail polish remover brand, and they make the pads that I really like too. But if you could find that one with a pump, I do recommend it. This is the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer with Refreshing Coconut Oil. I like this. I hate that you have to apply it after you get out of the shower. Like, this smells better than the Nivea ones that you apply in the shower and then rinse off. What you do with these is that you apply them post-shower and then you towel dry off. And I don't like that. The reason why I like the Nivea one so much is because I can use it in the shower rather than after the shower. I forgot to use this so much. But I finally finished it off. It is now done. I do really like the scent of this, but the application timing annoys me, so I would not repurchase. I'm glad I tried it out though. I have cotton rounds. I usually really like the Up and Up cotton rounds, but these were crappy for some reason. Like, usually they have the stitching on the ends of the round to keep them from going too fuzzy, and these didn't. They were crap. So I actually just bought a thing of Swisspers, and hopefully they will work out all right, because I didn't feel like going all the way to Target. I have a Cool Way Transforming Styling Spray. I don't think this did anything. It does have a heat protectant in it, which is nice, and it's supposed to like help style your hair when you use it too. So I don't know if it did any of that, and it's really expensive. It's like 25 bucks. So I got this in a mystery box on Instagram, so I was happy to use it and try it, but I would not purchase. Let's see. No, that's not a full size. That's, I'll go ahead and talk about it. This is the number 4 High Performance Hair Care Hydrating Shampoo. I got this in a Birchbox. This does smell really nice, and it was nice to my hair, but their stuff is so expensive I would probably never purchase unless I just had like 800 Birchbox points sitting around. Had the Gillette Satin Care Ultra Sensitive Shave Gel. I don't like shave gel. It rinses off too easily. I like the shave lotions and creams because they don't rinse off so easily. So this was nice to use. I got it in a set for Christmas. So I finally got around to using it up, but I would not purchase a full size for myself. This is a Soap and Glory Sugar Crush body wash. It's the kind of limey scented one. Oh, it does smell so good. I probably would actually purchase this. It's like $10 from Ulta, and it's a huge bottle, so it would last forever. So I wouldn't feel too weird about paying $10 for a body wash, but sweet lime fragrance, that's what it's called. And it did. It set up really nice, and I felt clean afterwards, so I recommend it. My husband finished a deodorant. I've gone over this a million times. I'm the one that buys his deodorants because I coupon. This is Old Spice Aqua Reef. It's actually a straight deodorant, not a antiperspirant, because I know some people care about that. My husband was amused when he realized it. He just likes the ones that are a gel solid. So that's why I purchased them, and I like the scent because in the realm of heights, I come up to his armpit, so I actually care. I finished a Bath & Body Works pocket bag. This is the last regular pocket bag that I had, so I was kind of excited to finish it. This smelled amazing though. It's called Frosted Wonderland. And when it comes Christmas time, if they have this, even though I don't really use these unless I make myself use them, I might get it again because it smelled that good. Let's see. Here's something that I hated. It's the Clinique Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. And I know it's kind of stupid to make myself use up things that I hate, but it's really hard to get out of the mentality of both a project panner and being a poor college student for so long. I'm not anymore. I'm quite comfortable now, but it's hard to break that mentality, so I did make myself use this up. It is basically an overnight sleeping mask type thing, but I didn't like the scent of it, and it was really heavy for my particular skin. If you have drier skin, this might work perfectly for you. I sold off a full size of this that I had, that I'd gotten from a mystery box actually. I'm glad I had a miniature to try of it first because I would have been really unhappy to try and go through a full size. I probably actually would have given that away. But I was able to finally make myself use up the miniature. I have a InSpa Exotically Creamy Coconut Rich Body Butter. This is super thick. It does smell really good though. Yep, I got this in a Walmart beauty box. This is a brand that I think you can only get from like Walmart or maybe online. So if you're curious about it, this does smell really good and it is really moisturizing, but it's super thick. Like it's thicker than I even really like. We have a Fresh Soy Face Cleanser that I think is part of the alternate Sephora birthday gift you can get this year. It was okay. I got it in a Play by Sephora box and it was not, I was glad to get to try it, to use it, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to rinse off because the gel is really thick, so it takes a couple of rinsings to really get it off. So I would not purchase this, but it was nice to try. I was happy to try it. I have a Vitamin C Skin Boost from The Body Shop. I was using this as hopefully a replacement for the Ole Hendrickson Truth Serum because I thought they might do the same thing. I don't know why I thought that. They have a completely different texture and I don't think this did anything, but I paid $28 for it, so I used it up. Another thing I don't think did anything. This is a Bliss Triple Oxygen Instant Energizing Mask. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that at all. This was a bubble mask, actually, and I've mentioned this in other videos. I don't like bubble masks. They make my face itch. Not in an allergic reaction way, in a bubbles popping on my skin makes me itch way. So, I would not pick that up. Let's see. I have a Simple Pleasures Peppermint Swirl Hand Cream. This smelled really nice, but it smelled so nice that my dog tried to eat it. Because Beals eats things. She's my tan chihuahua, actually. But I made myself use it up. It was really nice. I did use it on my body a couple of times and it was nice and moisturizing. This was something I got from Ulta during one of their Christmas seasons where you could buy like 5 things for $10 as like stocking stuffers and whatnot. So that's when I got this, and I got this not last year but the year before, so it was time to use it up anyway. But because she basically bit a hole in it, I made sure to use it up quickly. Parlor by Jeff Chastain Touchable Curl Cream. This made my hair crunchy, so I would not recommend that. Bare Minerals Multi Wrinkle Repair. I don't even think they make this anymore because it was really hard to find a value for it. So I don't think it did anything anyway. We have You Are Amazing Hello Beautiful Skin Body Lotion in Juicy Grapefruit. This smelled amazing, like the sweetest grapefruit ever. And it did really moisturize. I got this in a Target Beauty box and I would totally pick this up again if I ever got low on body lotion, which I don't think will ever happen, especially since I keep getting little minis. I usually have a miniature body lotion going with whatever full size I'm trying to use up so that I don't get horribly sick of whatever full size I'm using. So that's why I always have a bunch of little minis in here along with my full sizes of body lotion. Okay, 3 more actual things, then I have some samples, and then we're done. I have a Perlice Blue Lotus 4-in-1 Eye Adore Serum. I got this at a Birchbox. It's worth like $30, but I don't think it did anything, so I wouldn't recommend it. And I usually like Perlice, so that was disappointing. Clarins Extra Firming Concentrates. Another thing that I don't think did anything. CeraVe Healing Ointment. This was really nice. It's a really thick, not even cream, it's more like a gel, but I used it up. I actually used it up on my feet because I have bad feet, and this moisturized them really nicely. Once I go through the current foot cream that I have, I'm gonna buy the big tub of this because it's only like 20 bucks and it's the size of my freaking head. So I look forward to being able to do that. Got that in a Walmart beauty box. Let's see, I have 2 of these. The other one is somewhere in here. There it is. I have 2 Bright Mud Glam Glows. I'm trying to just go through the rest of my stash. I think I only have like 3 of these left. The end is in sight. So I like them. I use 1 pod for both eyes when I use these, so I get 2 uses out of everything. This is normally like $70 for 12 of these, and even if you do what I do, I'm not sure it's worth $70. I got mine for 20 bucks from a TJ Maxx, and that's totally worth it. So if you could find them for $20 at a TJ Maxx, definitely snap them up because I think they're very nice. I got some masks. I have a Tony Moly I'm Real Red Wine Sheet Mask. I do really love this. I actually do think that that tightens my pores a little bit. Maybe it's in my head, but I do think so. This is a Hand Skin Hydro Sheet Mask. This was pretty nice. I do love that that sheet masks are very moisturizing. That's what I use them for. So yeah, they're all usually really nice. This is a Hada Labo Tokyo Ultimate Anti-Aging Facial Mask. I don't know anything about it did anti-aging wise. This one didn't have a great fit. It kind of poked me in the eyes a little bit, so I would probably not repurchase those. And here's one I got in an Ipsy bag. This is the Perlice Blue Lotus and White Tea Treatment Sheet Mask. It is nourishing and renewing, along with being intensely moisturizing. I did really like this. It was intensely moisturizing. I have another Perlice one to use up soon that I got from Ipsy. They sent us 2 of them. I like that Ipsy, when they send you one of these, when they send you a sheet mask, they usually send you 2 or 3. So that's very nice. So So I did enjoy this, but I don't think I would pay the $8 that Pearlie's charges. And we just got a few samples in here. I didn't use up a lot of samples this month. Like I said, I went through a bunch of full-size stuff. This is the Professional. You guys know I like this, but I hate the smell of it. I have 2 of these Boscia Purifying Cleansing Gels. I like the cooling one a little bit better, but these are still really good. I have 2 of these nose cleansing strips from the Dollar General. And honestly, I thought I remembered these being really good, but either I got a dud batch or I just remember them being better than they are, because I'm just gonna buy the Biore ones next time. I'd rather pay more for a better result. I have a Mario Badescu Aloe Moisturizer. This was pretty nice. I may purchase it in the future, I don't know. It does have SPF 15 in it, which is nice. I have 2 Ojon products. They are the Damage Reverse Restorative Hair Treatment, and this is just the plus version. I have to be careful with these. They are a solid that you rub in your hands and it turns to an oil, and you put it in your hair and you leave it in for 20 minutes and then you shampoo it out. The first one I used, I accidentally started at the roots, and even though I washed my hair, it made my hair really greasy. The other one I used starting at the bottom of my hair, which is what I should have done, and that one was great. So these are really good. Just make sure you put them in the start out in the right spot of your hair, because wherever you start, you're going to get more product. I don't know if I would buy them though, because Ojon's really expensive. This is a Nude Omega Treatment Rescue Oil. This was okay, but I think Nude is overpriced. Have a Etude House Face Conditioning Cream with SPF 25. This was really nice. I have a Burt's Bees BB Cream in light medium. This was surprisingly okay shade. I did actually really enjoy this. I would rather try the light shade than the light medium shade, even though, like I said, this was pretty okay. It's supposed to protect with the SPF, moisturize, smooth, visibly firms, illuminates, evens tone, conceals, reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and perfects skin. I don't know if it did all that, because I only got to use it for once, but I would actually be willing to pick up a full size of this if I didn't have so many foundations and BB creams and stuff right now I was trying to go through. Maybe once I go through all my little tubes of BB cream, I might pick this up. It did feel really nice on the skin, and it didn't immediately slip off my face. Okay, I have these vitamin C eye pads from the Dollar Tree. I don't think they do anything, and the paper excuse me, the pads are really flimsy and feel like they're just made of paper, so I would not repurchase those. That's my last one of those, so I'm glad to be done with it. And finally, this is the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer Potion. I actually did really like this. I do think that it, you know, filled in my pores nicely and made them look non-existent, which is nice. So if I manage to go through some more primer by the next VIB sale, I might actually pick this up. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!